I can't click my fingers very well. The Addams Family, based on the film that I do remember having seen. There's a bit of the theme tune on the menu. I know exactly what I'm oh, no. I'm about to say I know exactly what I'm expecting. But I weren't expecting a chibi look to the character, because that is the dad, who, as you can tell from the box art, is quite a tall guy. So it's like a chibi art style, so I can only assume, based on him, that the daughter is about an inch tall. So that'll be interesting if you play as multiple characters. Let's see. Very Mario-esque, and I do not want to compare it to Mario at all. Just standard, well, jump and bop type platformer. Oh shit. So, to heart, remember where there is a wall, there is a way. A clue? Perhaps? This reminds me very much of, I forget the name of it, a game I had on the Game Gear, which was actually the first games machine I ever owned. Sega handheld, the Game Gear. The first game I ever played was Monaco GP. In about 1991, I think it was. Oh, bugger. You've been foiled in your attempt to rescue your family. However, you still have a chance. I should hope so. If you got a game over screen from 2 hits, that would be horrific. Oh god, it's a bit hectic with the enemies. He's got a constant smile on his face, which is very off-putting. When I say it with Mario style, there is actually piranha plants, judging by whatever that thing was I just jumped on. Have you noticed how the background looks like a close-up of bloody hell, coffee beans is what I was going to say, which is interesting. I think that's why I keep dying. I just keep getting intoxicated by staring at those coffee beans. Sorry about how I'm saying. Well, I'm back up here. Oh god. So you can't jump on the twig man. He has a spiky head. I should have guessed that really, looking at him, but you can never be sure. He just looked like he could be jumped on, like everything else. Stay clear of him. Can't. Is this not just the starting area? Have I just gone all the way to the right and out? Yeah. I remember seeing those gallows at the start. Where's that thing up there? There's no double jump, so must have to go through the door somehow. Don't see a way of letting me in. Oh my god. Right. I can't help it. I just love jumping on that spike. Oh, he's coming for me. Oh my god. I'm half tempted to go to quit. But... oh! Now this reminds me... oh my god, look at him when he crouches. That's amazing. Why does he look so shifty? Like a drug dealer. That's amazing. The room with all the doors reminds me of, and I'll come to it at some point, Krusty's Funhouse on the Mega Drive. But seeing as that's a K, we'll probably find that out in about 2027. Something to look forward to in these dark times. What are these? I jumped on his head, I don't understand. thing that's becoming quite apparent, even 2 games into going through all the Mega Drive games, with the platformers anyway, it artificially extends some of the difficulty. Certainly in this and Real Monsters, by just ploughing you with enemies to give you more depth than you need. You just don't see that much these days. You know, I'm thinking of like 2D indies that are made, like Shovel Knight maybe, but by and large they don't make them like they used to, quite literally. I would say for better or worse, but at the end of the day it's got a certain charm to it. Don't know how the hell I get that. Right, I give up. Irritating, because it looks interesting. I just want to get back to the room with the doors, because if every door's got a different area, I really want to stop just being underground with coffee beans. It's not very visually stimulating. Oh, okay. A 1-up. I'll take it, because I'm certain I'll die a lot more. Another one though, how do you... come back on myself. One thinks you can never have too many lives when you're fighting 600 enemies at a time. Shit. I have to say I'm not getting many Addams Family vibes. Oh! I've got a sword. Check me out, I'll fence my way out of the coffee. Oh, it's all the better for that smile that he's got. Have it. I've just got this forever now, that's great. Oh, God. So if you get hit, you lose your weapon. I'm back to just jumping on things. I was really looking forward to taking that sword to that spiky wooden thing and shoving it right up its trunk. And we're back up here. Let me guess what's the... oh, there he is as well. And he got me again. Let me guess, we're back at the house. Yeah, okay. Now I know I must be able to get in that door, because it's... there we go. He just... oh, all he do is jump up a step. Let's see if there's a different look. Oh. So that's... is it Lurch, as I remember? The butler? Playing the piano. And that's the hand that walks around. I can't remember his name. He might just be Hand. For all I know. Don't think there's anything else I can do in here. Bit odd. Maybe that's where the end game is. Maybe that's how I access the raid. Who knows? Okay. I have to say the variety of enemies is quite impressive. I've seen quite a lot already. See, well, every screen brings something new to the table, but they do all just sort of move left and right. Ah, dear. And walk into you, which he can't handle in his blue suit, getting touched by a brown duck on a unicycle. What does the money do? What am I using currency for in this scenario? Oh, Jesus. The Addams Family really need to consider moving. Their house is overrun, put simply. Why has it got these padded walls? Okay, what's this? I move faster with the boots, so I guess that allows me to... yeah. Oh god. Yeah. You know when you can just sense a death coming? Well, that were me there, I have to be honest. I could sense death. Can I walk in there? Oh! Right, okay. Kind of wish I hadn't... What was the benefit to going in there? The pictures changed though. I saw the bald guy, Uncle Fester, instead on the background rather than... I can't remember the character I am. The man. His wife's Morticia though. I remember that. Do not remember the kids' names at all. It's exceedingly average, is what I would say. It's the sort of game, you know, back in the era it came out, so 1993, I'd have been, you know, 7. I'd have played it, and I'd have probably got further than I'm going to get now. But, nah, it doesn't. The gameplay doesn't hold up, obviously. And it's easy to say, well, none of them do, but that's just total rubbish. Because when we come on to the good stuff, and there is a lot of good stuff on the Mega Drive, it does hold up. So it's interesting. I mean, I imagine that this was quite a game that was received quite average back then. I'd be very interested to look, actually. That might be something I have to do. Back here, of course we continue. Different door. See what else we got. Kitchen. Okay. Crazed chefs running about. Yeah, I imagine it was quite an average game back then, like most movie tie-ins. There are exceptions, as we'll find when we get to Jay and play the fantastic Jurassic Park game on the Mega Drive, which I absolutely adore. But I think even to modern day standards, you know, movie tie-ins, they probably develop very quickly to meet a deadline of the movie's release. Oh, is that secret? Yes. There we go, more money to spend on God knows what, and for what benefit. If I don't reach a place to spend them before I come off this, I really do want to look that up, because I've got $24 according to the bottom. I don't know if... Maybe it's as simple as you get $100 and you get a life equivalent to rings from Sonic. I don't know. We'll find out. Well, in fact, we probably won't. I won't be on this one much longer, I'm afraid. You can just tell quite quickly if you've pretty much seen everything a game has to offer, and I am there, I think. So, summing it up, the Addams Family is mediocre, but not in a horrific way, just in a yeah. We all, I am sure, had countless games like this way back when, and we were probably a hell of a lot less critical than I am now, because it were fine. But it's just about revisiting these games with modern eyes and what we play nowadays. You always take into account the limitations of the system and everything that were in place back then. But a lot of stuff does stand up on the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, even like the Game Boy Advance. It does hold up. Even more so if you go to the next generation of consoles, like the PlayStation and the Saturn. But this doesn't. Nothing wrong with that. Granny's stove. Oh, I'm just back at the start. Quite a confusing layout, I have to say. And I don't really understand what the aim is. One thing Our Real Monsters did well is it did make it clear. Get these. Anyway. So I think that about does it. We'll go in the quit door. Not bad, but average.